Welcome back, everybody, to Fist Truck TV for the first time ever on Fist Truck TV history.
My CPU just hit fucking 93% and then went back down to 19.
Oh, did it hit 93 now?
Yeah.
It hit 73 last time.
Okay. Well, this last time didn't happen.
Restart it again and see if it happens.
We had to restart the recording because of technical difficulties, as in people be technically fucking up my day.
You said it. Welcome back again. So there's we're playing Hellblade, developed by Ninja Theory. This was, yeah, this is I forgot what it was called, what the dude called it, or what people called it when this game came out, but it was like, I don't know if it was like triple. I think that triple I thing was, you know, that like recent indie showcase thing.
That's definitely more recent. The first time I ever heard that was a couple of weeks ago. Triple I. But I think it was like, I guess this was like a AA game. I forgot what people or what it was considered, but this is an indie game. And
really? Yeah. So Ninja Theory, after fucking sweaty losers on the internet got butthurt about fucking Devil May Cry, I'll stand by that. Fucking that is a hill I will die on.
I mean, it's still, you know, it still could be prequel material, you know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But you know, after they did DMC Devil May Cry, you know, obviously that didn't go anywhere past that one game. Even though the game was really good, but yeah, that was also like Capcom was doing that whole, you know, that was like part of their push to do like out
of house.
Yeah, like to do like more like Western, you know, developers. That's what gave us games like, you know, well, DMC, which was good. Then you had Lost Planet 3, which was bad. And then you had Dead Rising 2, which was good. So and there was more, I feel, maybe, but essentially it was like trying to appeal to, like, I guess more Western audiences. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like as far like Devil May Cry aside, no, focusing on Devil May Cry, like, that's as far as you got. You don't need to have a Western developer
make Devil May Cry.
Yeah, because it already appeals to as many people as are looking for Devil May Cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Lost Planet in general came from that because it was a shooter.
Yeah.
But you know, they had one good game and another game that I played more than I feel like it deserves. But and then there was Lost Planet 3. But
what the hell?
Anywho,
what is happening here? I'm not doing anything. Did this come out before or after God of War? Because I'm seeing a lot of parallels.
I think it came out. You're gonna see more. Just as a heads up. It came out, I want to say maybe around the same time or before.
Okay.
Oh, it came out before, a year before.
All right, because I'm seeing, like, you know, oh, we're rowing down the river with a head on our back.
Well, if you think that, this game came out first. So
yeah.
So it wins technically, I guess. So yeah, after doing DMC, they went out to do this, and they went indie. You know, but the thing is that, like, compared to your typical indie game, especially, you know, back in 2017, this was very. I mean, the production values in this game are like crazy good. Like, game still looks really good.
Oh yeah. Like, as far as an indie game goes, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, the scope is narrow. I mean, which, you know, I guess you'll see as you, like, it's whatever.
Number 2 is being published by Microsoft.
Which segues into more Microsoft fuck shit. So, like, there's a Elden Ring episode that will have got up before you see this. If you happen to care to peruse the catalog of videos here on Fist Truck TV, there's probably gonna be one Elden Ring video that sticks out like a sore thumb, because it's gonna be like I don't know. It's in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 minutes long, I think. And
But it isn't bravery.
there we talked about the recent stuff that happened with Microsoft, where they closed like Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin and Roundhouse Studios. I keep forgetting what the second part and other amongst other things. So we're for the sake of not having another 50-minute episode, and also to not just be broken records. This so I think it was like the president of Xbox, a woman by the name of Sarah Bond, was recently I think on Bloomberg Tech, and they was doing an interview there, and the interviewer, God bless her soul, just asked the question. She asked the question. She was like, okay, so recently you closed studios, and one of them being being an award, like they recently put out a game that was critically acclaimed, well received, and commercially successful, and they still closed. Like, what does that say about the future of Xbox Studios? I'm like, bro, it was.
There's no going back.
I don't like the way she's looking at me.
Oh, you better get used to it.
Why would she do that? How is she gonna get back?
There's no going back.
To cause so much suffering.
Okay.
There's nothing to go back to.
There you go. That's why.
To look forward to.
Oh, she just got scared. Okay, I see.
Why don't you join us?
I mean, you know the deal with this game, right?
It's
not a plot twist to it.
Vaguely.
Okay. All right. She has psychosis. Like that's.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the whole that's why the beginning is said, like the first credits they showed were mental health advisor.
What do I do with that? Okay.
Left trigger.
Nothing. Left trigger. I did. Nothing's happening.
Right stick.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There you go.
Do not forget my story.
Don't forget my story.
See,
because your darkness comes from hell.
Continue.
If you had one, no.
If you had one chance.
Yo, the answer that she gave to that question about, like, what and I could be I know I'm fucking up the question somewhere along the lines, but that was the gist of it, right?
Right.
Yo, it was, you saw it on her face. You could see on her face
like,
when after that
you
question
ask that
was
question?
asked. Yeah, after she asked that question, you can see on her face where it's like, oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Like they didn't plan for, clearly they did not plan for that question. Because, obviously before, obviously before they go into these things, like, PR people will probably give them, like, bullet points, like, oh, they ask these kinds of things. Make sure to harp on this, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you saw in her face where it was just like, oh, fuck. Now, what does that oh, fuck mean? I have no idea how to answer this, or maybe it could be I have no idea how to answer this, and also I'm pissed at it too. Who knows? But it was something along the lines of, like, that the gaming world is great because it's an art form, but also because of that, it faces some unique challenges, and sometimes, we have to restructure, and it may not seem, clear or something like that. And as she's talking, the world-class troll of a fucking cameraman or whoever was operating the cameras zooms out from, because they're speaking, they're like on couches that are like off center facing each other,
right.
like that.
The place they call Hell.
Yo, like on some expert level trolling shit, they switched cameras and fucking, like, it zooms out, and what you can see above them as they're talking is Xbox year-over-year growth. Like, it's a huge chart on the screen above them that says Xbox year-over-year growth, and you essentially see in 2019 it was in the negative, and then in 2020 it's pretty much just been going up with a small taper in 2023. So essentially,
all the things she's saying for why they closed it is bullshit.
Makes no sense, because they've been making a shit ton of, not a shit ton of money, but like they've been just like prior to 2020. Obviously, COVID happened,
Right.
but prior to 2020, and to be fair, there's kind of prior to like the push for these more like unique, like I guess more unique niche game, not niche games, but like
Low
putting out
budget,
games
high
where
experience and longevity.
yeah, or like I would say like games like Hi-Fi Rush or maybe like Pentiment or like all these like those Xbox games that come out that not everyone like fucking like knows about, but on the flip side they're still like really really good.
Yeah.
Prior to that happening, they were pretty much just actually shrinking year over year.
Okay.
And then once 2020 hit, it was obviously because of the pandemic, explosive growth.
Right.
And so she's talking about how like that they're facing difficulties and stuff like that. And while she's saying that, like essentially framing it under the way that like, oh, times are getting tough, and then the camera just zooms out and goes like, no, they're not. You good?
No, I just noticed something that I liked. I just like
What?
when you're moving side to side, she goes into side and side instead of her body morphing and her head staying in the same place.
Oh, you mean like Kratos?
Yeah. Like it's just a detail. Like Kratos, his body will be running that way while his head's
he'll
turning that
start.
way.
Yeah.
But this is like a full animation. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, they definitely went the extra mile. But yeah, there was that, and then that apparently
Sky gods.
so it's a thing where developers, when it comes to porting games to Xbox, there's pretty much no value in it unless like they cut you a deal through Game Pass. Because like no one on Xbox buys games apparently, or not, or like unless you're backed by like a big publisher. So it's like your EA, or fucking now Activision's owned by Microsoft, but like Ubisoft or some shit like that. But like for other developers, pretty much there's no worth in publishing, there's no worth in porting to Xbox.
Oh.
Unless they get a deal cut through Game Pass.
Really?
Because no one's gonna buy it on Xbox.
Where'd you hear that?
That's so YouTube channel I follow, Skill Up. They did like a little piece. They interviewed people. They interviewed developers and stuff within Microsoft and without. And pretty much that was like the consensus they got. Some have had. Like some developers have had good success through Game Pass, like they put on Game Pass and something blows up.
Yeah.
And others not so much. But the thing is just that for those who have ported shit to Xbox without a Game Pass deal, so like they port on Xbox and they port on Xbox, they're not a huge developer, or they're not backed by a huge publisher, and they're not what the fuck my brain and they're not on Game Pass, and they're not backed by a huge publisher.
Right.
Their games just kind of like they go on there and they get like practically no sales, like even if every other platform sells, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like they make up like the percentage that Xbox sales will make up is like borderline negligible, so it's kind of just not worth it unless they are pretty much the consensus that it's not worth porting to Xbox unless like Microsoft or Xbox or whatever you want to call them cuts a Game Pass deal, because they'll pay you money to put your game on Game Pass, that kind of shit. And so it just kind of seems like
damn.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because like I guess that's exactly what Microsoft wanted, right? Like where but it's hit a point where like people on Xbox clearly are defaulting to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like not all of them, because like I could tell I could tell you for a fact, at least as of like 2022 late 2021 being my most recent reference point
I'm
on this.
supposed to find that rune? Is that what it's telling me?
I think you just yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Behold the puzzle in the game.
Oh.
Or sorry,
okay.
the type of puzzle in the game, I should say.
Okay.
that not everyone who has Xbox has Game Pass, but the more that Xbox pushes, especially with Call of Duty,
Right.
with Call of Duty, I'm pretty sure being all but guaranteed to come to Game Pass now, right?
Right.
Pretty much the only thing they'd be missing is FIFA and Madden, EA FC. You can walk through now.
I can walk through now.
Yeah, hit X or A, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something tells me I didn't need to do that puzzle to open that gate.
There's gonna be a lot of that going on.
Okay.
But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listen?
So,
And everyone else
English. Yeah, so pretty much it's kind of like,
people feel the heavy.
if they can get to a point where,
My stories with you, and together
they
we
could
will
get
make the Northmen
Madden
feel
and,
our fury.
EA FC, whatever, on Game Pass, or like, I know it's through the EA thing, so if, and I could be wrong, but like,
Another voice joins us.
pretty much with Call of Duty and those two games, everyone who I know was resistant to Game Pass, or the type of people that I knew that were resistant to Game Pass, which are those people who, like, do nothing but, like, the only games they'll play are Call of Duty,
Call of
Madden,
Duty,
or FIFA.
FIFA.
Yeah.
Or 2K, whatever.
Yeah, 2K. Yeah. You won them over.
It's going to be
You won
Right.
them over.
Right.
Because you'll ask people like, oh, hey, or you tell people, hey, you should get Game Pass. And like, does that have like
Am I
2K on it?
Am I controlling this? Okay.
Are you pushing forward? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just wash things away.
That those people will be one. But it seems like for the most part that like the default on Xbox is Game Pass.
Hela,
Yeah.
daughter of
I mean,
And,
yeah, I don't even,
the gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side.
like, I don't even own an Xbox. Like, but I usually do, right? I
The
usually do.
Allfather
It's just,
cast her down into
I've had no
Hellblade
need
and gave
to
her
because
power
of
over
Game
those who
Pass on
die of
PC.
sickness,
Yeah,
age,
like you miss a
hardship,
couple things here and there, but overall it
self-slaughter.
really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela.
So it's like,
Are you,
I mean,
are you playing this on Game Pass? Right now? Or-
Yeah, I'm playing this on Game Pass right now.
Yep, there you go.
With her was bargain.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely logged into the subscription service for Game Pass, you know, by the year, because it's just like I do play a shit ton of games. And what is it? How much is it a year?
Well, you pay if you get Ultimate, it's like $15 a month.
15 to
So
100 and something.
80. And I think if I'm not mistaken, if you try and buy it outright, like just buy the year up front, I don't think it's any cheaper.
I don't think you can buy a year up front. I think they stopped doing the full year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have Game Pass when
Yeah, I would.
when
I
you
used to get
were
the years.
there. It was I bought like 2 years.
Yes.
But
I had,
you can't buy yearly passes anymore. You can only do monthly
Oh, okay.
passes, which is weird.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Or that might be PlayStation. I forget.
No, PlayStation you could get the year. You could definitely get the year. Yeah.
But I don't understand the reason for that. I guess because they plan to do a price increase and they want you to buy in bulk.
Yeah, I mean, well, they did just like a price increase last year too for PlayStation.
Well, I'm talking about Xbox. Like, why can't I buy a year, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's more money to be made on monthly shit, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's looking
Okay,
at
I
you.
don't like the way she's like. I'm not a guy adverse to eye contact. Like, I make a point to make eye contact when I'm talking to anybody. But this is a bit much, all right?
Yeah, especially eye contact in a black void. Like, that's...
All right, you got the creepy hand reaching out. Calm down. Okay. I think our temperament makes whatever this game is trying to do lost on us. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe if I was playing this alone. Yeah, maybe if I was playing this.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
First bit of combat next time on Fish Truck TV.
Really?
Pause this shit.